kind of get right into it. The first thing I'm going to kind of pick your brain about, Michelle, is this idea of private labeling. And maybe, Chris, you can jump in on this as well. But Michelle, from your perspective, when you think about why would Cooper want to offer private labels as opposed to just saying, look, everything's my day, we're going to go all in on a brand, how does the contact lens company kind of wrap their minds around that and take that approach?
Yeah, so the idea of a private label has really evolved over time. We now refer to them as customer brands. And that really speaks, though, to the evolution of how private label started and really what it means now. Because really now, Chris, it's driven by our customers who see the value in having a product that is branded in a way that they choose to brand it, that represents high quality, and also gives their customers an opportunity for loyalty and retention. And so we see it as a great opportunity to support the needs of our customers when they're trying to achieve those two things, which are really important in a clinical practice.
So then, I think when I think about the pushbacks, and this might be for you, Dr. Andrews, but also might be for the rest of the docs on the panel today, is when I talk to some docs about using a customer brand or a private label, one of the things, first of all, that I think is kind of sticky is that like 97% of households have a customer brand in the household. So people are already aware that they exist. They're already choosing brands that are private label or customer branded. But one of the pushbacks I get from doctors when they have access to one of those customer brands is they say, I don't want to make my patient feel like they have to get their materials from me. I want to show them that they have a good value. I want to be able to, and it's almost like their perception, the doctor's perception of how the patient will think about them if they have a customer brand. Dr. G or Dr. Heisman or Dr. Clements, any thoughts about that? How you kind of overcome that, or does that even go through your head?
For me, I think it was more of a problem with my own thinking when I was slow to jump on board with this. I personally felt, so we make a point to be very transparent in everything we do. Transparent in our fees, transparent in just how we process data. And again, problem with my head, this felt less transparent for whatever reason.
Does it feel less transparent when you go to, let's say, Target and buy Method cleaner? Does that feel bad to you when you do that?
Sorry, the audio cut out for me. Could you repeat the question?
So if you were just for yourself, I'm just trying to make you a customer, right? If you went to Target and bought Method brand or whatever did that ever make you feel bad as a customer, or make you feel like it was not up and up?
No.
So why is it? Why do we think it's different from a doctor's perspective?
From the doctor's perspective, I felt like there was some sort of maybe like a bait and switch, or here's the same product but under a different name so you don't find it somewhere else. But I got over this.
Yeah, how did you get over it?
And I did it in baby steps. And when I first got over it, I started just putting the name, the customer brand name on the prescription, and I put the national, whatever we call it, the original name in parentheses. And this was my way of saying, well, here's what it's going to say on the box, but fully transparent. If you decide to go somewhere else, this is what you would look for. And I wouldn't say that out loud. It would just be there on paper.